42-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Too little, check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about it, Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's complete to Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Able to get this to Gordon.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Here we go.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And getting this just shy in midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw his car. Blitz coming, and down he goes. K.J. Wright coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Garoppolo on first down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The pass there complete to Sutton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. On first down, Garoppolo. Got Gordon open, completes it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Gordon. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chandler Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr and Brate, the tight end's got it.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Down. 180. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. SOS. Yo, Chief. SOS. Hey, 734. Check 59, Mike. X3. 218, chopper. He's out.
Now they try the right side here. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Garoppolo. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is Gordon on the dump-off. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw, Garoppolo sets up the screen to Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Carr now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing his car on third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this is Cook with a grab. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Exit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He's checking crack. Protein spill. 24. Check 24. Back. Q. White.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And this is Carr. Touchdown, Patriots. Cole Beasley there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Garoppolo, 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. This is Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He is going to find Hill here. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This is caught. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. They'll run for it with Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike, check, 59.
Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Carr going to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Here we go.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 6.
Garoppolo now. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run it here with Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Josh Hill there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they sucked the defense in with a play fake, went over the top.
And I know from past experience, when offenses do that, a lot of times the defense got you screaming at them, run the ball, run the ball. The offense doesn't really care. They got 6 points.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now. 180. 180. We're good. 180. Hey, you don't want to see me. Use right, Chief. Check 29. Check 29. 29. Line 54.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo looks to throw, and this one brought in by Sanu. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it with a fullback, DeMarco. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Caught by Sanu. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Complete to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage. So here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo. Here's Sanu on the catch. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 11. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. And they give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And to give this time to the tailback. He was brought down by Malik Collins. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, D.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness.